For the past 3 years, you've been in survival mode. Okay? For the past 3 years, you've been in survival mode. So the Emperor card is always about divine masculine initiating, somebody coming forward, somebody being decisive. Libra, I wonder what this key is that's around your neck. This card came out first, and I think it looks very Libra, and I think it looks like you. What is this truth that you're carrying? I notice that it's around the kind of sternum, it's around the truth-telling area. And there's a vulnerability about you that I don't really understand, okay? Let's see. I'm going to take one more of these. Okay, I like that. We get unity, harmony, and equilibrium. So something is working in the background. This is your August 2026 reading, by the way. Something is working for you in the background, but it's very subtle and it's very Libran. Libra is not a sign that shouts things from the rooftops. You know, for me, let me know if you could describe, let me know if you're an early, middle or late Libran, and sum yourself up in one word. Go on, why not? And don't hold back either. Don't do yourself down. I think Librans are elegant. There you go. That may not be, I mean, you may be like me where you never brush your hair, but you're still elegant. You're not scruffy. Pisces are scruffy. We're all scruffy. Librans are elegant. That's just my take on it. What's the word that you would use? Well, I bloody love that you got that card. 6 of Wands. I'm liking this. I'm liking this. The key to something. And you're holding it. It's around your neck. So it's kind of binding. This is kind of a knowledge. You know something. Now, we're just, as I'm doing this, we're just coming out of Mercury retrograde in Cancer. And a lot of people realised a lot of hidden truths. And as we're coming into August, we've got 2 eclipses. We've got one on the 12th, we've got one on the 28th. It's a lot. And then we've got this like hammock in between, where a lot of the realizations you had in July are going to start to take form. But it's kind of messy. Ooh. Okay. So, 6 of Wands, winner, winner, chicken dinner, or vegan alternative. You're on the right track, even if you don't know what it is yet. Okay, and that's annoying for a Libra because in my experience, Librans do like a plan. They do very good at kind of colour coding a chart. Let me know. It's going according to plan, but you don't know what the plan is at the moment. And relax about that. You're not supposed to know what the plan is at the moment. You're not supposed to know. Then we have the King of Cups. I like this coming in. This could be a person. It could be a relationship. I'll look at love and relationships in the second half of this reading. This is an intriguing person. It's somebody as well who knows how to connect to your emotional side, which can be difficult with Librans. You're an air sign, but you're ruled by Venus. I've always found that a completely fascinating combination. Gemini and Aquarius, I can see it. Libra as an air sign, I can't quite see you as a pure air sign. I sort of see you as a sort of love air sign in a way. If you have thoughts on that, let me know. 4 of Wands, a breakthrough. Again, a breakthrough, an arch. I always call the 4 of Wands a portal card. Something opens up for you that is unplanned. Again, I know. I know that you do like to plan as Librans, but this is not the time for it, because what the universe has to chuck your way is so much more interesting than anything you could ever schedule. Okay? Six of Wands and Four of Wands, yeehaw. Okay, we could just call it the yeehaw card. Something opens up. It can be an opportunity at work, it can be a love relationship, it can be just that you are connecting massively with some knowledge that you've had for a long time. It can just be that things fall into place. It's a beautiful thing, but it is not a scheduled thing. Then, right on cue, the accountant comes, the Knight of Pentacles. This is the side to you that wants to tidy up, that wants to schedule it, that wants to quantify it, chart it, know what's going to happen next. Have a word with that side of you. It's not working with you. Again, have a word with that side of you. Girlfriend, it's not working with you, okay? It's not. It may be, right, you know in the beginning that we said that you're elegant, okay? This process is not elegant. I'm going to take a couple of these because I want to know. It's not elegant, it's not reward driven, it's not because you worked hard, it's not because you tried. I know, sorry about that. Okay, yeah. So I would say, ooh, I would say 3 years, right? I'm getting 3 years. For the past 3 years, you've been in survival mode. Okay? For the past 3 years, you've been in survival mode. And it feels difficult. It has been necessary. Like you felt up against it. You felt that pressure. You felt that you didn't have the choices that you would normally have. That you didn't have the freedom to do what you needed to do. That you needed to toe a particular line. Survival, tenacity, putting up the good fight. All of those things were necessary, because sometimes, you know, we go through a phase in life, and yours was 3 years ago, so this is like 2023 to 2024. It's like as you crossed over from 23 into 24, something was going on for you around that time, and it may have been really difficult at the time, or a disturbance at the time, or just some kind of ebb and flow, something. And ever since then, you've been clenching your teeth, getting on, one foot in front of the other, doing the job, and it's called taking the last stand. Tenacity, you're unbreakable, you've been holding up the other people. If they see you fail, then they will fail. You can't fail, you can't be seen to fail, you can't let everybody down, you can't let yourself down. It's exhausting even just thinking about it. So the last 3 years, you've kept the show on the road, you've kept on trucking, you know, one foot in front of the other. Now, as we have these 2 eclipses in August, one on the 12th, which is in Leo, one on the 28th, which is in Pisces, and that one's a doozy, in a good way, but in a messy, watery way. You now get a chance, for want of a better word, to cash in, okay? To cash in. And why not? It's time. It's your time. It's 6 of Wands. It's the card of the winner. Librans are not ugly. You know, Librans don't like to grab. You're not first in the queue for cake. You're not going to stand on someone to get to where you need to be. And I appreciate that, okay? A lot of people appreciate that. But there comes a time in every sign's life, Libra, where you need to grab this with both hands. Get in the comments section and I'm in. Just tell me I'm in, okay? Hands up, I'm in. I'm in. And that you deserve this. You deserve this. The finger is coming out. Okay, look. You're moving into the fated realm. Woof. Woof. Guiding forces, turning points, the compass. Woof. It's almost like a kind of a Wheel of Fortune vibe, but without the Wheel of Fortune. You're into fate. You're into fate. You're into getting things just because. Okay? Don't try and link the hard work you've been doing for the past 3 years to the rewards you're getting now. They probably are linked, but don't bother trying. You don't need to do an inventory. You don't need to think, well, what did I do to deserve this? Who cares? Okay? The last 3 years of nose to the grindstone and all of that can now just be a distant memory. Goodbye. Goodbye. Okay? You didn't have to, you don't have to show your ticket. You're in. Your grandfathered in. Sacred Bond takes us into the love section. I love this card. I love this card. And I feel it has something to do with that King of Cups. Come on. Let's look at love in all its fancy ways. In all its fancy ways. Love, please. Love and relationships. Because Libra, you're all about relationships. Oh, there's something you've been worrying about. Let's have a look. 9 of Swords. Look at the wave. When is the next wave going to take me? There has been, I don't know if you've been in a relationship drought for the last 3 years. I don't know if you've been in, for some of you, this might be 3 months as well. When it comes to love. We've got the 5 of Swords, Venus in Aquarius as well. When Venus is in Aquarius, it's all thinking, and it's in another air sign, but it doesn't work the same way it works in Libra. So Venus in Libra is like, do they call it exalted? It's just kind of fizzing and champagne and silk and loveliness and compatibility and love and zhuzhi. In Aquarius, it's like computing, working out, strategizing, game of chess. So you've been putting in some thinking time. If I were your tarot GP, your doctor, you'd be like, I can see that you've been doing some thinking. I'll write you a prescription to stop that happening. So, okay, in all seriousness, this is worry. And it's like, when is the next shoe going to drop? When is the next wave going to take me over? And this is not how, excuse me, you operate. And then, thank God, we get the Star. It's time to believe in a different plan, okay? You don't plan it though. I know that sounds weird. So in other words, you kind of just believe there is a love plan out there. Or even if it's not even about love, there's a plan out there, but you just don't know it. And you don't need to know it. But someone or something else or God or angels or whatever you want to refer to it is taking care of it. Okay? The eclipse in Pisces on the 28th, I think, reveals a really emotional truth, but I also think, from the cards that I'm getting, I love this, that somebody who has, and I'm getting this like a rope, there's been this rope between you and someone else, and it could be a rope that's in the sea, but whatever it is, it's a rope. Old school rope. Kind of used to climb in gym at school if you're as old as me. And somebody, and I get it because I'm getting the sea, because I'm using the sea cards. just had let go of that rope and even forgotten that that rope was there and was just letting it slack, and you could feel the slack and you were working. You were in survival mode, just, you know, in survival mode and ignoring the slack. Maybe doing the work of two people, maybe just caught up in the investigation as to why they weren't pulling on the rope, why they weren't causing kind of, I don't know much about physics, but why they let the tension go. It could be they weren't there, you know, even at all. Because look, I get this dude, the Emperor, who is Poseidon, god of the sea. But look, who else is a kind of, not a god of the sea, but certainly a custodian, King of Cups? Woof-a-doodle-doo. So the Emperor card is always about divine masculine initiating, somebody coming forward, somebody being decisive. Sometimes it can be you, but I feel like it's them. All this time you've been waiting for them to decide, and the key is to stop. This is just luck. You've got the Four of Wands, you've got the Six of Wands, you've got this Fated Realm card. You're just moving into a different realm. You know, sometimes that just happens, and the naggy energy that you were in just gets shifted along, and you honestly, it's just time to celebrate that fact and let this come to you. Okay, let them come to you. There will be an extended love reading, by the way, for anybody who wants the extended love reading that's really resonating with this. I feel like it's going to be around the Emperor, the King of Cups. The Emperor steps forward. Yes! 2 aces here. At bloody last. We've got the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. Woof-a-doodle-doo again. Can you do a sea woof? I suppose that would be like a seal. No, it's more of a duck. Anyway, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Swords. You start to get epiphanies, and it's grounded. It's not kind of magical. It's not make-believe. It's not BS. It's not some crap text with one word in it. It's something to get your teeth into. It's something clicks. Something clicks. What's going on the box? This is like graffiti for you. Something clicks. Nice. I'm glad that you come out as that. You often come out. Ooh. Ooh. What's at the bottom? Ooh. Okay. And you become the Queen of Wands, which is not your natural queen. But these are not natural times. Okay? Bodacious, powerful, and visible. It's like they couldn't see you and now they can. But it's like you couldn't see you and now you can. Channel message. I don't know why my finger keeps waggling so much for you, and I'm sorry about that. Okay. We have at the bottom of the deck. Ooh, yeah. Gosh, this card's flying out everywhere. Oof. Bottom of the deck, we've got the Five of Wands, which is tricky communication, or almost like your wires have been crossed for a long time. You know, whatever you were communicating down that rope or whatever it is, it wasn't getting through, and now it can. And it's just like someone flicked a switch. Sometimes there's a reason, sometimes there isn't. I say don't ask. Who cares? You get the Page of Cups. Nice. This can be an apology, a reconnection, a small start in love, okay? Followed by giddy up, the Two of Cups. Love that for you. Venus in Cancer. Not this old ratty old Venus in Aquarius chess game bullshit. No. Venus in Cancer. You put the phone down first. No. You put the rope down first. This is gorgeous, in all seriousness. I like this. And it's kind of, there's more equality in it with the Queen of Cups. We've got Queen of Cups, we've got Queen of Wands. Sometimes those two can compete with each other, but I'm not sure that this time is one of those times. At last, 3 months, 3 years, the Emperor steps forward. What happens next? That is our extended love reading, people. I'm going to go and do that right now. I know, I may get a caffeinated beverage to help me because I think it's going to be quite a lot, and it will be linked below. Okay, I'll see you on the other side, my lovely Librans. Namaste.